department?
Hi, I'm K. Prakash, working as an associate professor in the Department of Mechanical Engineering, SNS College of Technology. Today we are going to discuss a case study in this refrigeration system about the design of the capillary tubes and then global warming of the refrigerants. So if you take this refrigeration system, first let us understand what are the main parts of the refrigeration systems. So the main parts are the compressor, evaporator, and then the condenser, and then the expansion valve. So here what happens is in the refrigeration, so the evaporator, so here we are using the refrigerants R13. So what is the use of this refrigerants is, the main property is at low temperature, so it converts the state from the liquid state to gaseous state, so that it absorbs the heat. So if you take this setup, so when it is entering into this evaporator area as a liquid, so it absorbs the heat in that area and then it is converted into vapor. So this vapor is going here and there is a compressor here. So this compressor, what happens is, compresses the gas and then it makes to run throughout the system. So here what happens is, as the compressor compresses, so the gas comes to the condenser, and here what happens is, so the heat is released to the atmosphere. So when the heat is released, what happens is, so the gaseous state is converted into liquid state. So now again it is coming here and there is an expansion device. So here a capillary tube is available and comes to the evaporator. So now why we are using this capillary tube, or what is the need for this expansion valves or these capillary tubes? So what is the need? So let us discuss. We have to consider two things. So in evaporator, cooling should be done in an effective manner, because the COP of the refrigeration test is nothing but the refrigerating effect by work done. So how the refrigerating effect is obtained? So this is obtained in the evaporator. So to get this, what happens is, we are considering the pressure. Okay. So in compressor, what happens is, so the pressure is raised. So if the high pressure is coming into the liquid, is coming into the, from the condenser is coming into the evaporator, then what happens is, so the cooling effect will not take place in a proper manner. So to obtain, to have the maximum cooling efficiency, what we are doing is, we are in need to reduce the pressure. So that we are using these capillary tubes and the expansion valve to reduce the pressure. And the selection of the refrigerants. So here nowadays the refrigerants which are used are main reasons for the global warming and the depletion of the ozone layers. So this also has to be considered. So the proper selection of the refrigeration has to be taken into account, and then we can make the system to run. So it should be eco-friendly with the environment. And then here coming to this capillary tube and these setups, so the dimensions and the design of the capillary tubes can be varied, and then with the different refrigerants this test can be done to obtain the better coolings. So here in the capillary tube you can see here, so here nothing but it's an spiral tube where it has, the length has been increased to increase the expansion. So why we are using this capillary tube as an circular diameter? So this has to be considered. And here in the compressor and the condenser, so what happens is, so the heat in the condenser is to be taken outside to the atmosphere. So the cooling of the refrigerant should be with high intensities. So this is about the refrigeration test. And then nowadays what we are doing is, this refrigeration test, when we are using the refrigerators, all this thing, nowadays the electricity problem is very high. So how to overcome this? Okay. To overcome this, we can go with the solar mechanical refrigeration systems. So instead of supplying the electricity, we can use solar panels, and then by using the solar photovoltaic methods, so the electricity can be produced and then it can be used. And also in case of the solar power plants, so they are using solar collectors to convert the steam, and heat exchangers are used to run the turbines, whereas power is produced. So this is about the refrigeration test, and this is about the case study on the refrigerants and the capillary tube and how to save the energy. Thank you.